Your team from your town plays here. No one does more live local play-by-play than The Score does. And it's time for more right now. Sports Radio WSKW The Score and CentralMainSports.com now presents live coverage of high school sports. High school sports on The Score is presented by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates, and one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dog fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. HammondLumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at MidstateUSA.com. 201 Service Skowhegan, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984. Flagship cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience. Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas pellet and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Manchester Motors, your Coyote tractor dealer. We dig dirt. Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Computer Improvements in Skowhegan, from sales of computers and accessories to service. We're your go-to computer store. Heights Chevrolet, our family is here for your family. Connected Credit Union, building lifelong relationships. Get connected, stay connected. KVFCU, invested in you. Skowhegan Savings Bank, making our communities a better place to live and work. Skowhegan Tire Center, they beat any price. Route 201 Skowhegan. KMD Driving School in Oakland, teaching your kids to drive for over 25 years. Kennebec Eye Care, 216 Main Street, Waterville, your sight specialist. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, second-generation family-owned in Herman and Pittsfield, with all your grocery and shopping needs. And by SBS Carbon Copy, Main Street, Waterville, where printing's personal, not puzzling. And now, with live coverage of your team from your town, here's Mike Violet.
Good afternoon and welcome to a sun-splashed Messalonskee High School where this afternoon, here on The Score, your team from your town is playing the Messalonskee Eagles, hosting the Mount Blue Cougars. I'm Mike Violet. I'll bring you the play-by-play. John Coughlin alongside for this one. Two very good Class A North baseball teams. Messalonskee in the top 3 or 4 off a loss yesterday to Brewer. Mount Blue just easing inside the top 8. A loss yesterday up to Bangor. So both teams playing back-to-back after losing 2 tough ball games to 2 tough ball clubs.
Class A North, Mike, is wide open. No one's undefeated. Mount Ararat currently in number 1, but that can change a lot. And a win right here for either team will move them up the ladder, as you said, Mike. Mount Blue, again, Mike, they've been hit by bad weather. They've only played 7 games now. They got a lot to make up.
Exactly, and that will come into play later on. This is a makeup game as well. It was postponed from earlier this season. And as I said, these two teams played yesterday, so pitching is certainly something we're going to keep more of an eye on than usual. Jamie Wheeler, right-hander, who just warmed up in front of us, is going to start today for the Messalonskee Eagles. He was joking with me before the game, because every game that he has pitched, every game that we have been out here for lately, he has ended up pitching, and has been our score player of the game on one occasion. So he, I think, is looking forward to having a crack at that honor again today.
Well, he was showing you his whole assortment of knuckle curves and splitters and everything. I think you're his pitching coach, Mike.
I don't think I'm anybody's pitching coach, but Jamie Wheeler will start today for the Messalonskee Eagles. On the other side of things for the Mount Blue Cougars, on the hill for them, Aiden Wilkins will get the start. Again, you're looking for innings all the time, but you're looking for them even more so in the midst of a week where you're playing, John, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, it's a tough thing because a lot of times starters have to come into relief as well, just to get an inning or get an out. And there aren't many days that high school pitchers in Maine aren't competitively throwing, Mike. That makes it tough.
Starting lineups today for the Mount Blue Cougars. They will go this way. Gage DeCarolis will lead off. He'll play second base. Batting second is the shortstop, Ollie Cormier. Hitting third and playing in center field is Nolan Lesso. Batting cleanup, playing right field, Dane Cousineau. Hitting fifth is the third baseman, Jack Venot. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, Cam Norton. He's going to hit for the pitcher, Aiden Wilkins. Hitting seventh and catching is Ben Wrigley. Hitting eighth and playing third base, Thomas Cormier. Batting ninth and playing in left field is Dylan Hamlin. So again, for Steve Porter's Mount Blue Ball Club, it is DeCarolis, Cormier, and Lesso, Venot, Norton, and Wrigley, Cormier, Hamlin, and Wilkins facing the serves of big, tall right-hander Jamie Wheeler.
Talking to the the Meso coach, Mike, in talking about Wheeler, he'd been a little bit inconsistent, but that happens with cold weather. He needs to throw strikes, challenge hitters, and then they've got a great defense. This Messalonskee Eagle team, put the ball in play, they'll get him out.
Not cold today. Sunshine here in Oakland. Temperature right now 69 degrees. We have a wind, as you can hear, that is blowing right at us. So any ball hit to left or hit to shortstop is certainly going to be, well, blown around some for sure. So the wind is definitely a factor. It usually is at this field.
This is a day where people have to communicate on fly balls as they go at it. Someone with a higher priority needs to take charge.
And we have not seen a lot of that thus far this year,
No.
That's for sure. We have seen some very interesting pop-ups and some very interesting fly balls. So here we go, and ready to get us started. Here is Gage DeCarolis, right-handed batting second baseman, facing Jamie Wheeler, the right-hander, for the Messalonskee Eagles. Eagles come in 6-3 off a loss up to Brewer yesterday. First pitch of the ball game is a fastball in for a strike, 0-1.
Wheeler with pretty good pop. As you said, Mike, he's a big kid, got long legs, gets the ball up on you in a hurry.
No balls, one strike. In on the edge of the grass, Jordan Lewis at third. Here's the 0-1. That's low. Ty Bernier catching. Finn Minkle catching. Ty Bernier is at shortstop. Logan Barron is at second. Denny Martin is at first base. The outfield, Dagan Gooding is in left. Parker Reynolds in center. Sean Acorn is in right. The 1-1 is low. It is 2 balls and 1 strike on DeCarolis. DeCarolis, Cormier, and Lesso to get us started. Quick conference here between Wheeler and Finn Minkle.
One of the issues, Mike, as we can see right in front of us, they have portable mounds that are artificial surface. Then they go out onto dirt. The first inning for a lot of pitchers is not easy.
It's an adjustment. You're on that hard artificial surface. 2-1 is wide. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And they don't want to put this kid on base because he can really run.
Nope. DeCarolis is a real table setter. Once he gets to first, he's looking to go to second.
Yeah.
Here's the 3-1. Fastball for a strike as DeCarolis was starting to make his way down to first base and was called back by the called strike. So the string out, 3-2 on DeCarolis. Busy campus here at Meso today. Full count pitch is in there, strike 3. Got him looking.
He did. Ball
so he
might have
came
been,
back from a 3-1 count and got him.
Yeah, tough pitch to take. The ball might have been down, but at the knees and hadn't been called. You got to swing the bat.
So DeCarolis called out on strikes. 1 out. Here's Ollie Cormier, the shortstop, wearing the number 7 on his dark Mount Blue uniform. Pitches downstairs, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Cormier followed by Nolan Lesso, the center fielder.
We had the Mount Blue softball team, Mike. They're in the same predicament, not enough games in.
Yes, we had him the other day. The 1-0. Wide. 2 balls, no strikes. So pitching from behind, that has been the theme so far for Wheeler through the first 2. We have baseball going on. We have softball going on behind us. We have lacrosse practice. That's fouled back, first contact of the day. We've got middle school games down beyond the right field fence. As I said, a busy campus. And I know Chad Foy is delighted to have warm weather and sunshine, and actually the wind is good to dry this area out because it gets real damp down here. Here's the 2-1. That is outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. And as you can hear, that wind blowing right in our faces from first base to third base. So anything up in the air is going to be an experience. Cormier again, a 3-1 count. Swing and a miss. Through a fastball.
He got good pop, Mike. He's trying to locate that fastball on the outside corner. Not missing by much when he misses.
So 3-2, second straight 3-2 count. And Wheeler ready. Sign from Minkle. Here it is. It swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 up, 2 strikeouts. A strikeout looking and a swinging strike. And here is Nolan Lesso.
He's tough up top. If they're going to chase him up in that zone, they're going to have a long day.
Lesso, definitely the best hitter on this ball club, has very good power.
Yeah.
Right-handed batter, and they're deep in the outfield. Gooding and Reynolds around to left. Hard ground ball. Second baseman picks it up. Barron over to first, and that is it. So a real easy inning in the top of the first for Jamie Wheeler. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left, nothing across. We played a half the score. Mount Blue, nothing. Meso coming up. This is high school baseball on the Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
Mike Violet and the coach, John Coughlin, back here live in Oakland. Messalonskee Eagles of Eric Palin will go this way lineup-wise this afternoon. Sean Acorn leads off. He is in right field, batting second, playing shortstop. Ty Bernier hitting third, first baseman Dennis Martin. Batting cleanup, the DH Michael Acorn. He's going to hit for the left fielder for the Messalonskee Eagles, Dagan Gooding. Batting fifth, playing center field, Parker Reynolds. Hitting sixth, playing third base, Jordan Lewis. Batting seventh, pitching, Jamie Wheeler. Batting eighth, catching, Finn Minkle. Hitting ninth, playing second base, Logan Barron. So again, Meso goes Sean Acorn, Bernier, Martin, then Michael Acorn hitting for the left fielder Gooding, Reynolds and Lewis, then Wheeler, Minkle, and Barron facing the serves of Aiden Wilkins, right-hander, and sort of built like his opposite number today.
Yeah.
Jamie Wheeler, long and lean, and has what appears to be a pretty good fastball.
And a pretty good curveball. We saw it go 12-6 there. I'm not sure if that's his out pitch or not. We'll see, but he does have a pretty good downer.
All right, here's Sean Acorn to lead it off. Quite the three-sport athlete for Messalonskee.
A lot of success up here at Messalonskee. They just can't win the big ones.
Boy, that basketball, boys basketball, I still see that in my nightmares, and I'm sure Sam Smith does too. First pitch to Acorn is up. Ball one. They had it, and then they didn't.
They had a great year, though, Mike.
Oh, they were fun to watch.
Yes, they were.
We did probably half dozen of their games on the regular year. That's in their first strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this guy was one of the reasons why, playing point guard at his size and doing the things that he did this year, and he's just a sophomore. That's popped up down the right field line, and it'll make it out of play there near the trail, and the count goes to 1-2. Not many balls put into play, just one so far. The ground out to second that ended the top of the first.
Yeah, that ball goes over in there. It's going to be a little bit wet, and Pitcher says, yeah, I need a new ball here.
Yeah, this is not Major League Baseball where every ball that gets touched goes out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sean Acorn.
Great for curveball pitchers.
Aiden Wilkins, right-hander, deals. Fastball up. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sean Acorn. No score, bottom 1. Acorn fouls it back.
Sean lunging as the ball comes to the plate. Change up, off-speed pitch.
Little out in front, 2-2.
Yeah, that's aggressiveness.
2-2.
You don't think he's not going to be aggressive.
In at the corner at third is Cormier. Swing and a miss. He got him. Fastball upstairs. He went after it. Didn't get it. 1 up, 1 gone as Acorn strikes out. Here is Ty Bernier, the left-handed batting shortstop, and perhaps the best pure shooter in high school basketball in Maine this year. Wow.
He does drain it.
Whew. Talk about silky smooth.
Yeah.
Down and in, ball 1. That brings up some dust.
Pretty good hitter, too. Watching him swing the bat.
Excellent shortstop.
Yeah, he's got all the mechanics of.
Wilkins, the 1-0. Curve, downstairs. 2-0. I think that's the first breaking ball he's thrown.
Yeah, that's got some big break on it. Down and into the left-handed hitters.
2-0. Ty Bernier, good hitters count. Ground ball, second base. Picked up there by DeCarolis. Throws to first, 2 outs.
Again, that Class A North, Mike, you look at it, and it's anybody's game. Any one of those teams, regardless of where they stand right now.
Logjam.
It is, and I don't see anybody dominating that class.
Here's Denny Martin with 2 outs and nobody on. Martin, left-handed hitter who can hit it out of an airport.
Oh, my God, he looks just like his father.
He sure does. I think he can hit better than the old man, that's for sure.
His father's a pretty good hitter, Mike.
Full ride to Stonehill. He's going to play baseball, takes a breaking ball, ball 1.
Pretty good baseball school.
1 ball, no strikes. He can swing it. Left-handed hitter with power, but he can hit for average. That is inside. Hold his hands back, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. If he can reach, Michael Acorn, the DH, would be next. 2-0 on Denny Martin. He has a hitter's count. Breaking ball high, 3-0.
Don't want to give him
Coach,
something here, Mike.
Would you turn him loose here on 3-0?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
He's got the green light if I'm calling the shots. 3-0. Here it is, and it is in there on the inside corner for a strike at the knees. 3-1. Good pitch.
You know, for him to take that, Mike, you know darn well he's looking for his and only his pitch.
Got to be in your zone, man. 3-1. High ball 4, lost him, so a walk, and that's our first base runner of the ball game.
Great piece of hitting right there.
Great piece of hitting without hitting.
That's right.
So Martin draws a 5-pitch walk. He's on. Here's Michael Acorn, the DH, with some pretty good power, too.
Martin got some pretty good speed.
First base runner of the game, so first look at either pitcher in the stretch, and that is ball 1 to Michael Acorn.
Wilkins can't get the fastball down. Messalonskee needs to hang off and lay off that pitch.
1 ball, no strikes. Downstairs, Wrigley tried to frame it, could not. A ball and a strike. Parker Reynolds on deck. Messalonskee, a base runner, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him.
Had a real good cut.
1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Mr. Michael Acorn. The set by Wilkins. Swing and a miss. He got him. That's not strike 3?
Nope, that's
Why did I have him at 1? I had him at 1-2.
It's that new scorebook. You can't get it right.
No, it isn't. Has nothing to do with that. And wait a minute, we got a balk.
Yeah, he didn't stop. Went
All
right through it without pausing at all.
Okay, so
Good call.
a balk sends Martin to second. So I think the count is 2-2.
Yep.
I apologize for calling out Michael Acorn. when Michael Acorn wasn't out. The set by Wilkins, the 2-2. Fouled back, just got a piece.
Boy, he's just missing that pitch.
Keep balk on your mind, because I want to talk about balks when we have a minute.
Yep.
I've had it with balks. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You had it with
Breaking ball is popped up.
trouble.
And coming in from right field and making the play is the right fielder. And that is the end of that. That was a ball that off the bat definitely was trouble, as John mentioned, but gobbled up by the right fielder. And Martin is stranded at first. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left, 1 done here in Oakland. The score, there isn't any. Messalonskee nothing, Mount Blue nothing. This is high school baseball on The Score.
It's that moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay?
It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way.
Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin, and our Score crew back here live. Messalonskee High School in Oakland on a beautiful sunny Tuesday afternoon. Messalonskee Eagles, Mount Blue Cougars going to the second inning. It is 4, 5, and 6 for the Mount Blue Cougars. It will be Jack Vinneau to lead it off. Excuse me, Dane Cousineau to lead it off. Cousineau, the right fielder, takes ball 1.
Had a chance to talk with his dad, Cousineau's dad, before, and always a nice thing to talk to people from that area. Very friendly over there in Farmington area.
1 ball, no strikes. Here it is.
Nice pitch.
That isn't nice enough.
That was his knuckle curve, the one he was showing you, Mike. He's very proud of it.
1 knuckle up on it.
Yep.
Threw it for us a couple of times.
Yeah, throws it as a changeup.
I asked him about his repertoire. He's got 4 pitches. He feels like he can throw for strikes. He throws that one for a strike, 2-1.
Not going to get hurt with that fastball at the knees.
Dane Cousineau, Jack Vinneau, and Cam Norton. 4, 5, and 6 here in the second. No score. Mount Blue went down 1, 2, 3 in the first. 2 strikeouts for Wheeler. That's a strike.
Yeah.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cousineau, leading off here in the second. The pitch. Fastball all the way to the backstop. Finn Minkle couldn't get that one. 3-2. And this was an issue, even though he had a 1-2-3 first inning for Wheeler. He went full count on the first 2 hitters.
You know, you can't stand in on him because he is all over the place.
He's just wild enough.
Yes, that's right.
Here's the 3-2. Swing and a foul tip into the mid, strike 3. That's his 3rd strikeout already. He gets Cousineau swinging.
There's a lot to be said about changing location of the pitch, so the hitter's eyes have to be always on the move.
1 up, 1 out. Here's Jack Vinneau, the first baseman, left-handed batter. And the number 5 hitter.
Kid's got some power.
5 up, 5 down. Wheeler. First pitch. Again, air mills everything all the way to the backstop.
He wants that T-shirt. He's going to show you he wants it again.
Which reminds me that after the game, we will select our Score player of the game. We always do. Said player will get the CMCC swag bag. Thanks to our friends at Flagship Cinemas. More on that in a second.
Oh,
that is inside, and it got him. It hit him.
Overthrown.
Hit by a pitch.
Yep.
So Vinneau takes first. He's on. He's the first Mount Blue base runner with 1 out. Here's Cam Norton, the DH. So said player will get the Flagship Cinema swag bag, which is filled with a Score T-shirt from Joseph's Sporting Goods, that is, a Score Player of the Game keychain, 1 ticket to go to the movies. Flagship Cinemas.
Wow.
Consistent pricing and a premium cinema experience. Kennedy Drive, Waterville. First pitch there is upstairs, ball 1 to Cam Norton.
Yeah, Wheeler right now is out of sorts right now from the set position, trying to overthrow a little bit too much.
Vino at first, the first Mount Blue base runner. 1 ball, no strikes here on Norton. Low. 2-0.
And absolutely no lead at first base.
2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, couple of steps, that's it.
Get as much of a lead as you can, but keep your left foot on the bag.
Here's the 2-0. Nope, missed.
This is what the coach was talking about when he's been inconsistent, getting runners on base, working out of jams, but this can get him in trouble.
Wheeler, 3-0 counts all over the place. And he's 3-0 here to Norton. Runner at first, and Norton shows bunt just to throw him off. Takes a strike. 3-1. On deck, Ben Wrigley, the catcher. Here it is. Ground ball, third baseman knocks it down. Does he have a play? Throws to first, and no, it's safe at first base. Nice scoop on the other end by Denny Martin, knocked down there by Jordan Lewis, Mr. Official Scorer.
Base hit.
Base hit.
Unless he pitches a no-hitter, and we'll go back and change that to an E.
I love the way you dig in on a call. All right, so Norton reaches on the infield hit that Lewis knocked down through late. It was a real tough play. So Wrigley with runners at first and second, and 1 out. Ben, left-handed batting catcher. Inside ball 1.
Boy, he got a lot of arms, a lot of legs coming at you all the time. That ball's got to be hard to pick up, especially here because ball's coming out of the white background in the sky.
Wrigley up in the count, 1 ball, no strikes, runners on first and second. Wheeler, a long look. Here it is.
Yeah.
In the dirt, 2-0.
And the runner's on base. He's not comfortable right now at all.
2-0. He struck out the first man, Cousineau. Hit batter and an infield hit. And a 2-0 count to Wrigley.
Yeah.
A 3-0 count to Wrigley. That wasn't close.
Yeah. The drawback, about 75% of Maine pitchers really aren't as effective when they are in the set position.
Makes a huge difference. They just don't pitch enough.
Correct. That's what it's all about.
Wheeler from the stretch. The 3-0. Missed inside. Wheeler with a 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, that didn't miss by much. Everybody's looking around.
So they're loaded. Vino on third, Norton on second, Wrigley on first. Here is Thomas Cormier, the third baseman, with a great opportunity to put a crooked number on the board for Mount Blue, but not before we get a mound visit from Eric Palin, the head coach at Messalonskee. I want to talk about balks.
Let's do it.
I have decided, as I close in on my 65th year on this planet, that I want balks banned.
Ban balks.
I want balks banned. Balks are useless. It is a useless, unnecessary call.
Tell me why you think that.
What happened on that balk that was so terrible to deceive the base runner?
Well, it's an advantage to him if he doesn't come to the set and flies right through the stop, because the runner at first is waiting for him to come to the set. Then he gets his lead.
How many times do you see a pitcher go to the stretch and flinch just a little teeny bit, and all of a sudden it erupts like a volcano? The plate umpire jumps out from behind the plate, calls time, points to the next base, and he flinched. Who was thrown off by that? Anybody? Not enough people as far as I'm concerned.
Well,
I want the balk gone.
Yeah, I guess you do.
Here's Thomas Cormier. Bases loaded, and interestingly enough, he'll go from the stretch, and that one's in the dirt for ball one. Why wouldn't he go from the windup here?
I don't know. I thought the coach was coming out to say work from the windup.
Work from the windup. Why would you do that?
Don't know, Mike.
1 ball, no strikes on Cormier, no place to put him.
Because he's obviously not comfortable from the
They're
set.
loaded with Cougars with 1 out. Here it is. In the dirt, and he is nowhere close. They've got to get somebody up.
And that was a great stop by the catcher.
Sure was. Finn Minkle.
That ball was in the left-hand batter's box, and he had to backhand it.
Nobody scored yet, but to get the feeling, that ain't going to take long. 2 balls, no strikes.
Corners are in. They're going to home with a ground ball.
Here's the pitch. Still can't throw a strike. It's 3-0. And Cormier, I believe, will have the take sign.
Yeah. Automatic, number 8 hitter. Unless you're a Red Sox. You can do what you want if you're a Red Sox.
Here's the windup, the 3-0.
No.
Low, ball 4, and give Cormier an RBI. Vinot comes in to score. It is 1-0 Mount Blue.
This is not pretty, Mike.
Norton goes to third. Wrigley goes to second. RBI on the walk.
And we're going to get some relief action. Hitters are certainly going to take a strike here.
That's Michael Acorn. That one goes all the way to the backstop, and scooting in to score on the play for Mount Blue is Cam Norton. It's 2-0. That's a wild pitch.
No question. The runner was halfway down the line because he is working from the windup, but he would have scored anyways.
And runners move up to second and third. Wrigley to third, Cormier to second.
You think you pressured him when you told him you'd give him another T-shirt?
I take no responsibility for this. That is low to the next hitter, Dylan Hamlin.
He hasn't been close since Cousineau.
He struck Cousineau out swinging.
Yeah.
And since then, he has fallen to pieces. It's 2-0 here on Hamlin with 2 runs in. Pitch is inside.
Wow.
That looked good.
Yeah.
3 balls, no strikes on Hamlin, so all of a sudden,
catcher didn't move his mitt.
Jamie Wheeler lost, and now going from the windup.
And you got the top of the order next.
That one's in there. 3-1 top of the order is Gage DeCarolis, who led the game off by being called out on strikes. 3-1. 2 in, 2 on. 1 out. That one is ball 4. Another walk.
Wow.
So Hamlin reloads him. And here is DeCarolis. And you get a ground ball hit to the right place and you can get out of this. That's the crazy thing.
Well, first and third are in. They'll go to the plate with it. Shortstop and second base will try to turn it at second.
DeCarolis called out on strikes his first time, takes ball 1.
And you know they're taking a strike.
Should not swing until you see one, that's for sure. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch.
Ooh.
Almost hit him.
That's one you take for the team right there.
2-0.
You get hit on that one.
Man alive, it's amazing how Wheeler has lost it after getting Cousineau. From the windup, here's the 2-0. Fastball poured that one by him. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That was the whole idea, talking to the coach before. He's got to throw strikes, keep the ball in play.
2 balls, 1 strike. Here it is. Over his head, goes to the backstop. They might have a play. The throw, no. Wrigley scoots in. And to say that that is a wild pitch is an understatement. Wrigley scores the 3rd run. Cormier to second. Hamlin to first. 3 in. Still just 1 out. And DeCarolis awaits. in the dirt. Ball 4. And Eric Palin's got to end this pretty quick.
Yes. This doesn't do anybody any good. And
there he is.
And that's it.
So Jamie Wheeler, after a first inning where he retired the side on a called third strike, a swinging third strike, and an easy ground ball to second base, absolutely fell to pieces in the second inning. He's given up 3 runs so far, and he's responsible for 3 runners on base with just 1 out. So we have a pitching change. We'll run that down for you coming up. You are watching and listening to high school baseball on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
New pitcher is right-hander Ben Bernier, and the first hitter he faces is Ollie Cormier, and that is ball 1.
About 20 miles an hour softer, and going to throw some breaking pitches here.
1 ball, no strikes. Lined into left field, a base hit. 1 run will score. They put the stop sign up at third base, being held up there is the runner at third, and that is Dylan Hamlin. Coming in to score as Cormier. It is 4-0 on an RBI single by Ollie Cormier.
Certainly was a rope, Mike. Got the pitch up and in. And, Coach, we're going to talk to the left fielder, apparently. Not sure.
Palin calls time, and he's going to bring in.
Yeah, someone, left fielder, gimping a little bit.
That's Dagan Gooding. I didn't.
On the throw, Mike.
Did he come up lame?
Yeah.
Okay. Clearly, as you can see, something went awry there on either the charge or the throw. He's going to stay in. So he's going to stay in the ball game.
I think he might have pulled a hamstring, Mike. When he went to throw, I think he came up and just tore that. But he wants to play.
So the bases remain loaded. DeCarolis goes to second. Cormier on first. Hamlin on second.
And now you got real problems because you got 2 great hitters coming up.
You got Nolan Lesso now, who bounced out to second base his first time. It is 4-0 Mount Blue. That is ball 1. Lesso, as I mentioned, bounced out to second. He is the 9th man to bat in the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. That's in there. 1-1.
Yeah, they'll put the ball in play here against Bernier. He does not throw as hard.
1-1. Up and in. 2 balls, 1 strike on Lesso. Jack Finot, who started this off by being hit by a pitch, is next.
Boy, what a huge win this would be for Mount Blue if they could win this.
Right now they're up 4-0 early.
Good pitch.
That's a strike. 2-2. Bernier throwing strikes.
Yeah, if he can keep that curveball located on the outside corner.
Third baseman Lewis in on the edge of the grass. They're at double play depth at second and short. The 2-2. Low and away, 3-2. No place to put him.
One thing about Bernier, he's not going to throw the fastball by you, so they're looking curveball, Mike.
3-2. Bernier to the stretch. The deal. High, ball 4, walks in a run. Coming in to score on the play is Dylan Hamlin.
Wow.
It is 5-0. DeCarolis to second. Cormier to first. And here is Cousineau. Cousineau, who struck out his first time, takes one low, ball 1.
Now, in that new scorebook, Mike, how do you go to the next inning? Has got a way for you to do it?
No.
That ought to be a mess for you.
It is going to be hieroglyphics by the time it's over. 1 ball, no strikes. He checked his swing. Cousineau takes the ball, 2-0. Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah.
We got some we got some work to do here. I'm such a creature of habit. The 2-0. Nope, 3-0.
Yeah, you just can't call that. He wants that pitch, but that ball's up.
On deck is Vino. Yes.
Nice pitch.
Not until the 5th inning, though. Asking about the mercy rule. We're not there yet. Swing and a miss. Cousineau went right through that one.
Now, Mike, that was almost a balk. I don't know if you noticed that one or not.
That's why he should pitch from the windup. Swing and a ground ball shortstop. Bernier gets one at second. They go to first. Not much on the throw. Gets by Denny Martin. He gets on it, though, so they just get the middleman. So a 6-4 fielder's choice.
And
that brought in DeCarolis. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-0. Little ground ball foul. Is this Vino?
This is Vino.
Okay, lost track with my fancy new book here. This is Vino's second at bat. He was hit by a pitch and started it off. Scored the first run. Runner goes.
That's trouble.
Pitch is hit to left center field. Left fielder over. Center fielder over. And he drops it. Gooding dropped it. Probably a ball that the center fielder Reynolds should have taken control of. That is an error on the left fielder.
Remember, Mike, when we were talking about fly balls and a windy day and communication? Definitely the center fielder's ball.
I didn't hear anybody say anything. That doesn't mean they didn't. So Vino with a fly ball to left, E7.
Yeah.
And he only made it to first. Why are they sending him to second?
No.
He was over.
Yeah. Gloves.
Getting a glove. Giving a glove, that is. So he reaches on the 2-base error. Ollie Cormier came in to score. That pitch is a ball. To the next hitter. This is Cam Norton.
Yes.
Norton walked. And guess what? He scored his first time.
Big inning for the Mount Blue Cougars.
I'd say so.
Wow.
Bernier. The pitch is popped up third base way, shortstop way. Now Bernier comes in playing the win, makes the catch. And mercifully, this inning is over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs in the inning.
Yep.
Let's see, 2 hits?
Yes.
So 7 runs, 2 hits. There was 1 error in the inning and 1 left on. A big-time inning for the Mount Blue Cougars. They will take them any way they can get them. They get a touchdown and an extra point. We've played 1.5. The score, Mount Blue 7, Messalonskee, nothing. This is high school baseball on the Score.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from SWATs because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Herman and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Herman location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
We move along to the bottom of the second inning. It seems like it should be the bottom of the seventh inning, but it's the bottom of the second inning. Parker Reynolds leads off, takes strike one here from Aiden Wilkins, who's been sitting for a while, that's for sure, but he'll happily sit when his teammates put 7 on the board. Ground ball wide of third, and it's 0-2.
Don't want to forget to mention how, again, the grounds, another school, Mike, where the grounds are fantastic.
Yep.
Congratulations to the entire staff here at Messalonskee High School.
Yeah, and these are not easy grounds to take care of because it is so wet down here.
Yeah.
The fields are great, but they are low. That's for sure. A little nubber, almost in the same spot, foul. Stays 0-2. And so that's the constant battle here. And really, through the end of April, they can't play on these fields at all.
Yep.
And they end up playing mostly road games, but things are good now. That one is swung on and missed, strike 3. Reynolds is gone. He's a strikeout victim. Second strikeout for Aiden Wilkins. Today's game is presented by Central Maine Community College, more than just a community college, with over 40 academic degrees and certificates, one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Your future starts now. One up, one out. Here's Jordan Lewis, the third baseman.
Another pitcher warming up here for Messalonskee.
Wilkins deals. Up and in, ball 1. Both teams played yesterday. They lost yesterday. Bangor beat Mount Blue. Brewer beat Meso, both on the road up in Bangor and Brewer, respectively. That's upstairs. 2-0.
You know, Mike, Messalonskee, to get back into this game, cannot swing at the ball above the belt. They got to make him bring the ball down into the strike zone.
The 2-0. Down and in, 3-0. Meso needs base runners. They'll take them any way they can get them.
Mount Blue did a great job during the wildness in that second inning not to swing the bat.
Yeah, just sit there and take them.
That's what they did.
3-0. Ball 4.
See, he's not going to call that pitch above the belt, so take it.
So a walk there. Jordan Lewis is on. Lewis, the second base runner, second walk allowed by Wilkins. Here is Bernier, who, of course, came in for Wheeler to pitch in the second. Bernier takes a strike. 0-1 on the Meso pitcher, Ben Bernier. Right-handed batter, ducks, and it misses. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. 7-0 Mount Blue. Step off on a fake. Why you'd be concerned about a base runner with a 7-0 lead is beyond me. But it's high school baseball. That's a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Aiden Wilkins deals way out in front of a ball, way out of the strike zone, and the count level now 2-2.
You know, he's using that curveball as an out pitch, setting it up with a fastball. And, boy, I'll tell you, he's got a good downer.
2-2. Runner on first, 1 out. 7-0 Mount Blue. Bernier strike out there?
No.
Well, Minkle is up. That must have been strike
right.
3.
Yeah. Didn't see it.
Swing and a miss.
Well,
so Bernier struck out.
One of the problems we got all the warm-up players in front of us we can't see.
I'll use that as an excuse. 0-1 on Minkle.
Yeah, I can see the hitter now.
So 2 outs. Bernier struck out.
Going.
Pitch is high. The throw is to Hopper, pretty much. I think Wrigley let that one go and didn't have a good grip on it. It's a stolen base.
Tough wind to throw into, Mike. That crosswind takes the ball into right field.
He's got a better arm than that.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
You know, when Wilkins pops one, he really turns up the dial.
Pitch to Minkle, swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's it. So no problem here for Wilkins. He strikes out the side around a walk. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left, and we have finished 2 here in Oakland. Score, Mount Blue 7, Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball on the Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm going to be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm going to be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
There is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Big failure on my part, and John, I'll blame you as well because we missed a run. It is actually 8-0 in favor of Mount Blue. 8 runners came across the plate in the second inning, so give them 8 runs on 2 hits, an error, and 1 left.
It was a darn big inning.
It was. Snowman on the scoreboard in the second, so an 8-run inning. So that means we go to the third. And here is Ben Wrigley. Wrigley walked and scored like so many others. His first time, takes ball 1 from Ben Bernier.
Now Messo's got to they got to shut the door here, Mike. I mean, an 8-run lead, tough to come back.
Swing and a miss by Wrigley. A ball and a strike. So it's Wrigley, Cormier, and Hamlin, bottom third of the order.
All 3 did damage in that second. Ooh.
Line drive into center field. That's a base hit. A couple of hops to the center fielder Reynolds, and Wrigley leads off with a single to center. So leadoff man on. Here is Cormier. Cormier walked and scored.
Only the second hit.
Second or third?
I've got...
That one's hit to center
3,
field.
Mike.
Reynolds is back, and Parker makes the catch.
You're right, Mike.
1 out.
As always, 3 hits.
As always. That is hilarious. 1 out. As Cormier flies to center, here is Dylan Hamlin. Hamlin walked and scored. I know it shocks you, but he walked and scored.
Yep.
Wrigley at first, 1 out. Low. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball to second. Second baseman flips to short. Bernier decides to eat it. Probably a good play.
Good job to get the lead runner.
So Wrigley is forced. 4-6, and a fielder's choice for Hamlin, who's on. Top of the order now, Gage DeCarolis.
That's how you come back. Now break up the top of the order. Get this third out. Come in, get some runs. Yeah.
2 outs. Game has calmed down a little bit after an 8-run second for Mount Blue. Just 2 hits. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. DeCarolis 0-1. DeCarolis, the second baseman, called out on strikes, walked and scored. 8-0 Mount Blue. Bernier in relief of Wheeler. But Cotts fouled back. 2 strikes.
Good time to send the runner right here. Pick curveball.
Hamlin, the runner. Bernier to the set. Throw over there. Runner easily back. Short lead. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Actually between the screen and the dugout over there. Near the Mount Blue bench. 2 strikes.
Better check in over there at first. Going.
That is fouled. Off to the right, out of play, beyond the driveway.
With your lower runners on base, ones that may not run as well, you try to pick curveball counts. Harder for the catcher to throw.
Ben Bernier to the set. 2 outs, runner at first. Fouled again. Runner was off. Still 2 strikes.
You know, and if you get thrown out, you got the top of the order coming up next inning.
Bernier to DeCarolis. Here it is. Pitch is a ball. Runner goes. No, it's a strike. It's called out on strikes, and that's the inning.
Yeah. Should be.
So all of that for nothing. That is the end of that as DeCarolis is called out on strikes. So for Ben Bernier in the inning, no runs, no hits. 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the third. The score, Mount Blue 8, Messalonskee nothing. It's high school baseball on the score.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257. 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
One batter has not hit yet for the Messalonskee Eagles, and that is going to change right now. Logan Barron in there, number 9 hitter, takes strike 1. Barron, the second baseman.
Yeah, good second baseman. Talked with his dad, who used to play for me. More importantly, his dad's one of the better NCAA baseball umpires in New England.
He's taking a hiatus from it now, helping out here at Meso.
Yeah.
Logan's a good little hockey player, too. 1-1. Way upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike on Barron. So Barron, number 9. Then to the top of the order, Acorn and Bernier for Messalonskee with a lot of work to do, down 8-0.
They got to get Barron on base here.
Called strike.
You like those number 9 hitters that got great eyes. They become a secondary leadoff hitter.
Here's the pitch. That is inside. 2-2, I believe.
3-2, I think.
3-2? Okay. So full count on Logan Barron leading off here in the third. Hit to left center field.
Trouble.
Cruising over is Lesso. Has a beat on it. Nolan makes the catch. He's a really good outfielder.
Yeah, and he got a great jump on that. He saw the pitch was on the outside corner. Got a good jump. Took it in easy.
Can of corn for Nolan Lesso. 1 up, 1 out. Here is Acorn. Acorn struck out his first time. Sean in right field for Meso. Strike 1. Breaking ball.
Of all the schools we do around here, this might be one of the better athletic schools right now.
Right
Mike.
now, yeah.
Right
they are
now.
on a heater right now.
In all
Strike 2.
sports. I don't know many that they're
Absolutely.
not top of the shelf.
Lacrosse programs are really good. Baseball and softball.
Basketball.
Tomahawked and
boy
swung right through that. Acorn going after that high fastball that struck out swinging for the second time.
Boy, they're struggling offensively.
2 outs. Here's Ty Bernier. Bernier bounced to second.
5th strikeout. They just don't do that.
Wilkins has handled him. As a ground ball, it is, there's a fly ball. I thought it was, I watched the second baseman. He deked me, that's for sure. It was a fly ball to right, and it was easily caught out there by Dane Cousineau. I'll blame it on the sun or the deke by the second baseman or something like that. Anyway, it's a rocking chair inning for Aiden Wilkins. He gets a fly ball, a strikeout, and a fly ball to right, and that is the end of that. Nothing across for Meso in the third. Finished up on 3, and the score, Mount Blue 8, Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball. On the score.
My dad's a real hero. Not like a superhero or anything. More like a regular dad kind of hero. 'Cause every weekend, even when the weather's bad and it's super snowy, he always gets us there safe.
They don't know how you do it. All they know is that you care.
See Skowhegan Tire Center. They beat any price. Route 201, Skowhegan.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
The Mount Blue Cougars enjoying an 8 spot in the second inning, up 8-0, and here in the fourth, they will send up Ollie Cormier, Nolan Lesso, and Dane Cousineau. 2-3-4. Pop straight up to shoot. That's foul and out of play.
Everybody was in on the damage for Mount Blue, weren't they, Mike? Either base on balls or hit by pitches.
Yeah, it was an inning where you were going to get something done. That is a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Cormier.
That might be the ugliest inning they've had all year.
It was not pretty. That one is just a shade low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Girls lacrosse coming up Thursday afternoon for you. John Babst at Winslow Lawrence, as they have combined for a team. That's fouled out of play. 4 o'clock from Winslow. We'll have it right here.
Yeah.
CentralMainSports.com, 1160thescore.com. our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Don't forget, subscribe while there. Pitch is a hard ground ball to second, scooped up there by the second baseman, and Barron flips to first, and Denny Martin, one out.
This is the way it was supposed to be for Messalonskee. Pitchers throwing strikes, ground balls to the infielders, fly balls to the outfielder, get out of the inning.
One out, and here is Nolan Lesso. Nolan today grounded to second, walked and scored like everybody else.
Yep.
High, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes on Lesso. That's a strike. On deck is Cousineau. 1-1 on Lesso. Ground ball right back to the box. Nice stop there on a hop by Bernier. Flips to Martin. 2 outs.
Nice job. Throwing strikes, keeping the ball in play. Nice job.
You have fielders. Use them.
Yep.
2 outs. And here is Cousineau. Cousineau has struck out twice.
Yep.
That was ball one. The 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Bernier looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Swing and a miss. Cousineau pulls his head off.
Yeah,
very easily.
He's trying to jerk that curveball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Here it is again.
Ooh, got him. Strike 3 called. It was 2-2. I take that back. Yeah. And Cousineau has struck out for the 3rd time. And a nice inning there for Ben Bernier. Nothing across. 1-2-3. Down goes Mount Blue. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 8-0 Cougars. It's high school baseball on the score.
Discover the printing experience you've been searching for at SBS Carbon Copy on 54 Main Street in Waterville. Tired of getting lost in big box stores? Whether you need unique business cards or large format printing up to 44 inches wide, customized invitations that scream you, we've got it all. Our team is here to print, copy, or scan with a smile. Fast, affordable, and with a touch of personality. Don't settle for ordinary. Dash over to mainprintingservices.com where printing's personal, not puzzling.
From the moment you check in at Kennebec Eye Care, you'll be greeted with a smile. From there, you'll be given a comprehensive and thorough eye exam from Dr. Peter Parody, Dr. Leslie Sobeck, or Dr. Kaylee Brown. Once your examination is completed, they'll go over what steps need to be taken to improve your eyesight needs with glasses or contacts. If you're a current patient or looking to become a new patient, then see the eye specialists at Kennebec Eye Care. Kennebec Eye Care, your sight specialists since 1955.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin, our score crew, all back live here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Score crew today, Sean Packard, Alan Brickett, and Galen Neal. All superstars in their own right.
The A crew. Definitely.
The A team is here. Denny Martin, who is the A hitter in this lineup, will lead it off here for Messo in the 4th. Looking to do some damage, and he fouls one off.
Does he have an
strike one?
8-run swing, Mike?
Nobody does.
Boy, they need some base runners.
He walked his first time, made it to second, and then died. The 0-1.
We've only had 2 base runners.
Goes down to get that one, spikes it foul right in front of us, and it's 0-2.
I'm not sure how that ball came off the bat.
Yeah, that was
like that.
A squib job.
Yeah.
Some wicked spin on that. I don't know if he got jammed or if he got that off the end of the bat. I didn't see. 0-2. Much better swing there. Fouled it back.
Yeah, he wanted that one.
Dennis with a lot of power.
Yeah.
In the hole here, 0-2 against Wilkins.
You can just tell he's a hitter, can't you, Mike?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the 2-strike pitch. High. 1-2. Martin, Acorn, and Reynolds, the meat of the order here. 3, 4, and 5 for Messo. The 1-2.
Nice pitch.
Got him. Looked like a little bend in that one. Called strike 3. Martin is gone.
Yep.
Called out on strikes.
Martin thought it was up. And it might have been, but not in an 8-0 game.
So
it's not.
No, and the umpire might be hungry.
Or will be.
One out. Here's Michael Acorn. Acorn flied to right his first time. So Martin got rung up. Ball 1. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts so far for Aiden Wilkins. Ball 2.
He's pitching a heck of a game.
There are no hot dogs. They need concessions.
I'm surprised you're still hungry after the other day.
Sean Packard, I'm surprised you didn't leave Skowhegan with like hot dogs in your pocket. So all you did was eat the other day.
Oh my God, he had one at least every inning.
That ball's belted into center field. That's down for a base hit. Lesso over to cut it off, and Acorn has a single.
And there goes the no-hitter.
There goes the no-hitter. So a single to left by Michael Acorn. 1 out. Here's Parker Reynolds. Let's see. You were eating popcorn, hot dogs. What else? That was it? Just a lot of both. Okay. That ball is being thrown in. I don't know why. Must be some significance to that base hit by Michael Acorn.
Either that or the Messalonskee coach wants a liver ball in there. Right. He just took it out of the oven.
Reynolds fouled it back.
We've had
a humidor.
I've had a microwave in the oven in dugouts before, Mike.
You're kidding.
No.
Little gamesmanship there. That's a strike. 0-2. So you nuked some baseballs?
You do. You put them in a tin foil and put them in the microwave.
Well then. I'm guessing that's not legal.
No.
Ooh.
And then when you got a great pitching staff, you freeze them.
Deaden them up. Deaden them up for you. It's like hitting a rock. That's downstairs on Reynolds. 2-2 on deck is Lewis.
Wilkins getting a little bit tired here, Mike.
Yeah, we're only in the 4th. He's got 1 out. Got a strikeout, gave up a single. Now 2-2 here. Now 2-3, swing and a miss, and Reynolds is gone. Second strikeout in the inning. And here is Lewis. Lewis walked, stole second, and was stranded there.
If Messalonskee learns anything from this game, is they've got to have a better approach to the strike zone.
Seven strikeouts now for Wilkins. And the first pitch to Lewis is strike 1. That's the best pitch you can throw.
Yes.
0-1.
First pitch strikes.
2 outs, runner on first. Ground ball wide of third. Shortstop bobbles, and there will be no play. Error on Ollie Cormier. Should have been an out probably. That would have been a tough throw, but still you got to give him an error.
I'm not sure who he would get out. He couldn't throw the runner out at first, and the guy was already at second. But
still giving him an error.
Absolutely.
E6.
Yeah.
So first and second. Here's Ben Bernier. Up once, struck out. Tomahawks that one. He wanted that one. Missed it, strike 1.
They're not going to catch up with that.
0-1. 2 on, 2 out. 7 strikeouts so far from Wilkins. Both of his outs here in this inning via the strikeout. That is up and in. 1-1. The set, the pitch.
Nice.
Took something off that, but missed. 2-1. Finn Minkle, catcher, on deck. The 2-1. Fastball up. 3-1.
Got to get this base runner on some way.
3 balls, 1 strike. Wilkins laboring some here.
Yeah.
Here's the set. Check on the runners. Here it is. Ball is hit to center field. Base hit.
not going to
They
score.
are going to hold the runner at third, which is a smart play because that ball just barely got to the outfield. So it is a single station-to-station baseball, and Messo's got him loaded with 2 outs for Finn Minkle.
Wilkins can't throw the fastball by the hitters anymore. He's lost some pop. But as long as they don't chase him, they'll get a good pitch to hit.
All right, bases loaded, 2 outs. Minkle takes one downstairs. Good stop by Wrigley. Ball 1. Might be time for Mount Blue to get some action in the bullpen. 1 ball, no strikes. Nothing doing there yet.
Nice pitch.
Into center field, Lesso. Easy catch, and that is it. So, problems there for Aiden Wilkins. He loads the bases, but he gets out of it on an easy fly ball to center field. So, for the Messalonskee Eagles in the 4th inning, no runs, couple of base hits. They leave them loaded. Can't do that when you're down 8-0 after 4. The score, Mount Blue 8 and Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball on The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
There's money in your unwanted metal. Clark Scrap Metals pays top dollar for any cars, trucks, or scrap metal that you want to get rid of. Stop over, we'll weigh it and give you a check. Got a big job that needs a major cleanup? We'll drop off and pick up 1 or more of our roll-off containers for residential or commercial work. And at Clark's, we crush cars. We travel statewide and offer fair prices. Locally owned for 3 generations, no one knows scrap metal like Clark's. In Chelsea, Hollowell, and Jay. Online at clarkscrapmetals.com.
It's that.
Yeah, what you just said. Mount Blue only 3 hits. They haven't needed to hit the ball today because they have been the recipient of a truckload of walks. Let me go through the 2nd inning. 1, 2,
walkathon.
3, 4, 5, 6. There was a hit batsman. How many? 7 walks?
Just an ugly inning.
Yeah. So anyhow. They ended up with 8 runs. 8 runs, 2 hits, an error made, and they ended up leaving 1. But that inning so far, obviously, is the difference in the game. 8-0. We go to the 5th. And for Mount Blue to lead off, it is Jack Vinot. Vinot has been hit by a pitch and scored. And reached on an error by the left fielder. Hits that one to center field in an easy play. On a semi-line drive out there to Parker Reynolds, 1 out.
Hit that one on the screws. Nice play by the center fielder.
1 up, 1 out. Here is Cam Norton, the DH. Norton has walked and scored, popped to short. Ben Bernier has come on and calmed it right down. To his credit.
Well, he's throwing strikes, Mike.
Up and in, ball 1. This game was a house of fire, and then Bernier came on and threw water on all of it. Calmed it right down. Ground ball to shortstop. Ooh. Surrounded there by Bernier. The throw not in time, and that is a base hit. Bernier had to take a circle route to that and really throw off balance. No chance to get him. Infield base hit. 1 on, 1 out. Here is Ben Wrigley. Wrigley today has walked and scored and singled. Ben, 1 for 1. Playing in his father's hometown. Inside, ball 1 to Ben. One ball, no strikes. 1 out, runner at first. Fouled back. 1-1.
Yeah, these teams, when they do get backed up, Mike, you oftentimes have to count on other fielders to pitch. Not a good thing.
in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike. And on a day like today where you're down by 8-0, you don't want to burn your whole bullpen.
No.
So
we saw people warming up for Messalonskee, but if we can stay like this, they won't use another pitch.
Contact
nice
and
play.
A play by Martin at first. They go back, and he is safe at first. That was almost a 3-6-3 double play. Good play by Martin at first.
It was a great play by the whole infield to make that close. Nice play.
So Wrigley reaches on a fielder's choice. Norton is out 3-6. So Wrigley on the base paths with 2 out. Here's Cormier. Walked and scored. Fly to center. Strike 1. Cormier, the third baseman. 8-0 Mount Blue. 2 outs, runner on. That is high. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And Bernier has come in a tough situation and done a great job.
He's done a terrific job. That one's in the dirt. Stopped there by Finkel.
I mean, he's given up 2 hits.
But throwing strikes.
In 4 innings.
That one is high. Bernier wants a new ball.
This is the first white one I've seen. Sort of white.
This is not Major League Baseball, as I mentioned earlier, where if a ball gets a speck on it, they throw it out of play. Drives me insane. That ball is hit high into the air, right center field. Right fielder back, and he making the play is Sean Acorn. Good running catch with his back to the plate. That looked like it had a chance to get over his head, but Acorn ran it down, and Cormier is retired on a good catch in right field by Sean Acorn. So for Mount Blue, in the 5th inning, no runs. Was there a hit?
There was 1 hit, Mike.
Okay, I thought so. That was that hit to shortstop.
Yep.
All right. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is Mount Blue 8, Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball on the Score.
Moment when everything comes to a halt.
Mom, is everything okay? It's okay. We can call for some help.
And what you need most is someone you can trust.
201 Service, this is Brandon speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, yeah, my car just broke down. I think I need some help.
At 201 Service, we know it's more than just about fixing what's broken. It's about being there when it matters most.
Not to worry, ma'am. We have your location, and help is already on its way.
Don't worry, honey. Help's on the way. Okay, Mom.
Wherever you are, whatever the time, you can count on us to be there. Because in those uncertain moments, knowing you're not alone makes all the difference. 201 Service, Maine's trusted towing and recovery partner since 1984.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Bottom of the 5th inning we go here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Mike Violet, John Coughlin, our Score crew here, and working on a shutout here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning is Aiden Wilkins, the right-hander for Mount Blue. 4 scoreless innings so far. Has given up just 2 hits.
5 runners left on base for Messo. If they could have played at a few of those, we'd have a better ball game here.
He's got 7 strikeouts, too. Minkle takes strike 1. Finn, the catcher, has been up twice and is 0 for 2. He is struck out and flied to center.
Lost a little composure, Wilkins did that last inning. Let's see if he's back on top.
Check that. This is Logan Barron. Logan Barron up for the second time. He flied to center. Minkle ended the last inning with that fly ball to center field. So this is Logan Barron, number 9 hitter.
Here you go.
Second baseman. I lost that, so.
Well, we talked beforehand which of this crew is going to protect us, and I'm not sure who is.
Well, I know it won't be Sean.
Well, he hadn't got any food in his mouth or in his hands. Why can't he?
That is inside, and it's 2-2.
If I catch it, does that mean the game goes down?
That's not an out,
Why? What's he going to do? Like throw a hot dog at it if it comes here? Huh? Here's the 2-2. Popped up. That'll be over our heads. And out of play. It's not like Skowhegan softball where we got a press box and a screen in front of us.
And food.
And food. Here's the 2-2.
Nice pitch.
Late swing, and he missed it. Strike three. Barron is gone.
Great curveball. Jammed him inside on the hands. Just couldn't get the bat through.
So Barron is gone. That is the 8th strikeout for Aiden Wilkins. And to the top of the order we go, Sean Acorn, who is 2 of those 8. Struck out in the first, struck out in the third. Made a great catch to end the last inning. Won't strike out here, grounds it to short, gobbled up there. Firing the first is Cormier, and he is out of there. Good scoop on the other end by Jack Finot. 2 outs.
If you had told me Mount Blue is a run-of-the-mill, maybe 500 type of team, I'd say, no, they're not. This team's a real good team, Mike.
Yeah, I think they're definitely better than their record of 3-3 so far. And a couple of innings away here with an 8-0 lead to getting to 4-3, getting over 500, getting a good point-worthy win here, heel points-wise. Swing and a miss, strike one to Ty Bernier. Bernier is bounced to second, fly to right.
Well, Aiden Wilkins can certainly beat any of the teams in the North A.
Breaking ball, missed. Ooh. Wow, that was close.
Yeah, that ball's got some great movement on it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This kid's the real deal.
Long, lean right-hander. Good pop there. That one is hit to center field, coming in and playing it on a hop there. Center fielder Nolan Lesso.
Only the 3rd hit off Aiden Wilkins
Just
today.
got it in. Lesso, even though he got a very good jump on that, that's a tough ball to get. Train coming by. So 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Dennis Martin. Dennis today has walked and been called out on strikes. Runner goes. The throw is late.
Interesting.
Running with 2 outs and an 8-run deficit. Bernier steals second, especially with this guy up.
A lot of hitters in this situation, good hitters, don't like runners going in when the game's one-sided. They want to hit.
And I want him to hit with a man on.
Not that.
Bounces that to second. Scooped up there by DeCarolis, on to first, and that is it. So the base hit is absolutely harmless. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We're done 5. The score is still Mount Blue 8, Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Midstate Machine in Winslow, Maine, we manufacture complex components and large-scale turbines that power industries across aerospace, defense, and energy. We're hiring CNC machinists. And whether you're experienced or just starting out, we offer on-the-job training to help you build a rewarding career. Join our Safety First team, where your ideas are valued, and enjoy competitive pay with 2 weeks of paid time off starting on day 1. Apply today at midstateusa.com, where your career powers the future.
Midstate Machine, of course, sponsor of our replays. Midstate Machine, if you're looking for a career, as you just heard Rob say, check out the Machinist Development Program, midstateusa.com. Today's game also brought to you by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Online, find them, cmautogroup.com. That's cmautogroup.com.
Yeah, we were talking between innings. Bernier has come in and shut Mount Blue's doors, too. I mean,
absolutely.
We've seen great pitching after the second inning.
Take the top of the second inning out. This has been a very well-pitched ball game.
Sure has.
Shutout ball by both pitchers. Swing and a miss.
I mean, and hitters aren't even close.
This is Dylan Hamlin. Hamlin has walked and scored and reached on a fielder's choice. The 0-1 is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. So Hamlin, then the top of the order to Carolus and Cormier, 9-1-2. 8-0 Mount Blue. They're riding an 8-run second. Pretty much given the runs by Messalonskee as Wheeler could not throw strikes. They scored 8 runs, and they got those 8 runs on just 2 hits. A plethora of walks.
It was not pretty.
Swing and a miss, and he is gone. Hamlin is out of there. Strike 3. That is strikeout number 8, I believe. 1, 2. Oh, no, this is the Messalonskee pitcher. It's not 8 strikeouts. That was Wilkins with 8. For Bernier here, since he came in, that was ball 1.
Bernier's got 4 strikeouts.
He's got 4.
Yeah.
Modest.
Yeah.
He's letting him hit it like that and put in play. Reynolds ranges over in center field, makes the catch. Easy play, 2 outs.
Well, coming in here, and you've seen him against Messalonskee against Coney, they play great defense, and that's what the coach has said all year long. If they can get pitchers to throw strikes, they can play with anybody.
2 outs, here's Cormier. Cormier is struck out. Had an RBI hit to left, and he scored in the second, the 8-run second, then grounded out in the 4th. Swung on and fouled back. 1 strike. Cormier, the shortstop. High pop up, that'll make it foul.
I swear the Mount Blue swings, they think they're in a home run derby contest here. Boy, are they going for the load here. They take some rips.
To shortstop, Bernier, 1 hopper. Got him. Boy, that was an easy inning, wasn't it?
Nice play.
Another rocking chair inning for Bernier. Nothing across in the top of the 6th inning for Mount Blue. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The score remains Mount Blue 8, Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball on The Score.
Whether you're looking to buy, build, or refinance your home, at Skowhegan Savings, we make buying your home a personalized experience. Our team of local community bankers are available on your time to help you every step of the way, from pre-qualification to closing your loan. We have a variety of mortgage terms to fit your needs and a biweekly payment option that can save you time and money off your loan. We also won't sell your loan, so your loan stays local with us. Contact one of our community bankers or apply online at skowhegan.com to start your home buying journey today.
It's like this every winter. When the temperature drops below 45, my palms sweat and I get really anxious.
It's not your fault. You're suffering from seasonal winter driving disorder. 3 and 4 drivers suffer from sweats because they have all-season tires. They aren't designed for wintry weather. Luckily, there's a remedy. Take 4, call me in the morning.
Visit NokianTires.com/remedy for the cure.
Is this a prescription for tires?
201 Tire Battery and Service, Riverside Drive, Vassalboro.
All righty, right-hander for the Mount Blue Cougars, Aiden Wilkins, has struck out 8 here through 5 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning in pitching shutout ball so far. He has gone 5 innings, given up 3 hits, no runs. He has stranded 3, 4, 5, 6 runners. And Michael Acorn will lead it off for Messo. Acorn has flied to right, had an infield hit, made it all the way to third, and that was it.
Messalonskee's only loss, Mike, has been to Hampden Academy, 11-6. Oh, they lost yesterday, you said?
Yep, they did.
I didn't have that one on my book.
Ball 1. Yep, they lost yesterday in Bangor. In Brewer. Mount Blue lost to Bangor.
Right.
That one's over his head.
Talking about Wilkins, he's been just wild enough to keep the batters not from digging in.
Fouled off. I believe it's 1 and 2.
Feels it.
Here it is.
Good take.
High. One ball, 2 strikes, and time called by Acorn. Granted, awful late.
We get a lot of people here, Mike. They go from one event to the other, don't they?
Plenty to choose from. Check swing, and I had the count all wrong. It was 3-2, and he walked. So a leadoff walk issued to Michael Acorn. And that is the third walk? Yes. Third walk issued. Here's Parker Reynolds, who was struck out swinging twice. Up and in for ball one.
Again, starting to look tired to start the inning, and we've got warm-up action in the Mount Blue bullpen.
Right-hander warming up. Popped up. That'll make it foul.
It'd be a reasonable assumption that maybe Wilkins hasn't gone this long in a game this year.
That's Jacob Martin warming up over there. The right-hander.
Yep.
1-1. Well, that swing there was an afterthought.
I'll tell you, they haven't come close to that 12-6 curveball.
1-2.
Wow.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff man at first. That's Michael Acorn.
That's a
strike three. He's gone. That's the third time Reynolds has struck out today. He has struck out twice swinging and now looking. 1 out. Here's Jordan Lewis. Lewis has walked and reached on an error. Error by the shortstop, Cormier.
This is bordered on domination, Mike.
It is. Ball one. He had one problematic inning, and that was the fourth.
Yeah.
Runner back.
Yeah, an error was mixed in there.
Jordan Lewis, right-handed batting third baseman. Here's the pitch. Inside. Two and 0. Here it is.
Nice.
Right in there. Two balls, one strike. Runner at first, 1 out. Messalonskee down 8-0. We are in the bottom of the 6th. Outs are getting few and far between for Messo. That is up and in, 3-1.
Yeah, they're going to do something. They've got to do it right here.
Stepping off is Wilkins. Missed, and he walked another one.
They need to rough up Wilkins to get to the reliever, Mike.
Second walk of the inning. 2 on, 1 out. And here is Ben Bernier, the pitcher. Bernier, who came on for Wheeler, struck out his first time, singled his second time. Fastball misses inside.
Yeah,
1 ball, no strikes.
We need to talk to the pitcher, and here comes the coach.
Yep. All right. Time called.
Yeah, again, trying to throw strikes in a windy day and maybe not have gone 6 innings in a game yet this year. This kid's done a great job, but it might be time to pull the plug.
Steve Porter, the head coach for Mount Blue.
Nope.
Gonna leave him in, just a word of encouragement.
Yeah, throw strikes.
But I believe the leash will be fairly short.
Yeah.
So Bernier with runners on first and second and 1 out.
Now, Mike, you're not partial to these Milwaukee Brewer uniforms, are you?
Not really. Little nubber off the fist, and it is caught by the first baseman. Goodness, I thought for a minute Vino was going to miss that. Popped to first. He jammed him big time.
Officially, infield fly was called.
Yep, so 2 outs for Finn Minkle. They don't look like baseball uniforms to me. They look like pajamas. Pitch to Minkle is a strike. Finn today has struck out, flied to center.
I don't think when you look in the Rawlings catalog, you'll see this style anymore.
No.
I think they're gone.
Fouled back. 2 strikes. Are the pants different colors than the jerseys?
No.
They're not?
No.
They're the same? Okay. Yeah. They look it to me. Is that blue?
It's dirty blue.
All right, swing and a miss, and that's it. Minko goes down, so it looked like a fairly promising inning there for the Messalonskee Eagles. They put 2 on, but the strikeout gets them again. 2 strikeouts in the inning, no runs. How many, 10 in the game?
10 strikeouts.
All right, 10 strikeouts in the game here for Aiden Wilkins. I think you can call that being dominant. No runs, no hits, no errors, couple of walks, 2 runners left on. We're finished 6, the score at the end of 6. Mount Blue 8 and Messalonskee nothing. You're listening, you're watching high school baseball on The Score.
Hi, this is Mike Perkins from KMD Driving School. I've been instructing your children in driver's ed for years. We're accepting new students for the fall and winter classes. Let the professionals teach your children. Call 465-4835. Sign them up for KMD Driving School. New classes begin every 3 weeks. Call 465-4835, 465-4835, or visit us online at kmddrivingschool.com. The journey begins with us. KMD Driving School.
At Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, they're proud to be a second-generation family-owned grocery store with locations in Hermit and Pittsfield. They focus on providing fresh produce, high-quality meats, delicious bakery items, and a well-stocked deli. Danforth's Down Home Supermarket cuts and grinds fresh meat daily, and they offer Maine lobsters year-round. They also bake fresh bread, pastries, and other sweet treats every single morning. For added convenience, online shopping is available at their Hermit location with contactless curbside pickup ready in as little as 2 hours. Come discover Danforth's Down Home Supermarket.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin, our score crew back here at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. We have made it all the way to the 7th inning. In the 2nd inning, it didn't appear they would ever make the 7th inning, but lo and behold, here we are because the pitchers, Ben Bernier on in relief, and Aiden Wilkins have done nothing but throw strikes and get people out.
Yeah, the game completely turned around.
Totally.
When Bernier came in and just shut everybody down, and Wilkins was shutting everybody down on the other team.
3-4-5 for Mount Blue here. Lesso has grounded a second, walked, bounced back to the pitcher. That one hit to third. Lewis fires and got him.
Martin is going to pick everything.
Pretty good over there. He saved his infielders a couple of errors so far. 1 out. On 1 pitch.
He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Here's the cleanup man, Dane Cousineau, who's had himself a rough day.
Yep.
Out of the 4-hole, 0 for 3, headed for the collar unless he does something here. Ball 1. You can see the shade starting to get close to the plate.
Yeah.
The 1-0. Makes contact, bounces it to shortstop. Bernier right there, and you don't want to hit it to him. 2 outs.
Nice play. Well done. He owns that place.
So Bernier, couple of pitches, 2 outs. And here is Venot. Venot today has been hit by a pitch and scored. Reached on an error by the left fielder and fly to center. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
And Mike, I've got Bernier only giving up 2 hits as well.
He's been dominant, despite the fact that he doesn't throw hard. Up and in, 2-0. All the damage done in the second by the Cougars. 8 runs on 2 hits and a bunch of walks. Fouled at the plate, goes back to the Mount Blue dugout. 2-1. Six walks and a hit batsman in that inning. Fouled back.
Yeah.
Not a winning formula.
It was so atypical of this game. I mean, we've seen a good baseball game except for the top of the second.
Top of the second. It's like a bad accident, swinging a foul at the plate. Life for Venot.
Yeah, that early on, you either find the other team coming back or Mount Blue adding more runs.
And putting it away.
Yeah. Or a 5.
Sending us home after the 5th inning.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
They didn't add on.
Nice.
Swinging a foul back.
Yeah, Ben Bernier is what you call a pitcher. He's not a thrower. He is a pitcher.
Yeah.
Moves the ball around, got a decent curveball, challenges hitters.
Here it is. Swing and a miss. He got him.
Wow. Wow.
He's been really good. Ben Bernier with a 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and it is last call for the Messalonskee Eagles. 9-1-2 scheduled. They need 8 to tie. The score is Mount Blue 8, Messalonskee nothing. This is high school baseball on The Score.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At Haight Chevrolet in Skowhegan, our family is here for your family. And our family has been providing affordable, reliable transportation to families in central and western Maine for 113 years. You don't have that kind of longevity in the car business without building strong, trusting relationships with customers from one generation to the next. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned, financing or special incentives, your shopping experience is always stress-free at Haight Chevy. Haight Chevrolet on Madison Avenue as you turn into Skowhegan. You'll also find the Haight family of dealerships in Madison and Farmington.
Wow.
Mike Violet and John Coughlin back here live in Oakland as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Sean Packard pulling his hair out here because he hasn't had any food since he got here, and there are no concessions. You've got to appeal to Chad Foy to get some concessions here, Sean.
Mike,
because God, you're such a fat bastard. We don't want you to waste away to nothing. You know, if you know Sean Packard, you know he's built like a blade of grass. If you can get a shot, Galen, of an actual blade of grass, that's what Sean Packard is built like.
I've had 2 dog bones in my pocket. They're not there now.
That popped up right over us. Heads up.
I got it.
Heads up. Oh, about 10 feet behind us. That's as close as we're going to get. And nobody willing to go back and make a play on that ball.
Give up your body and protect us.
I'm tethered, man. I'm tethered, you know.
Give up your body and protect us.
0-1 on Logan Barron.
No, Mike, I don't expect you to do that. You stay right in your chair now.
I got a job to do, and that's to keep poor scorebooks. Fouled back. Count 1 and 2. It's Barron, then the top of the order. Sean Acorn and Ty Bernier, 9-1-2.
No
Messo
warm-up.
has been absolutely smothered today.
And no warm-up action. Looks like Wilkins.
He's going to go the distance if
that's a great
things stay the way they are. That is low. 2-2 on Logan Barron. Logan today has flied to center and struck out. One of 10 strikeout victims of Wilkins. High. Full count.
He's been up with his fastball and down with his curveball. Great combination.
3-2 on Logan Barron. Here it is.
Ooh.
Missed. Ball 4. Barron walks, and that's what Messo needs. Base runners, and a lot of them.
That's one the home plate umpire can get home on early.
So Barron draws a leadoff walk. Here's Acorn. Struck out twice, grounded to shortstop. 0 for 3. 0 for 3.
5th walk of the afternoon.
May have not hurt him.
No, they haven't. He spaced him out well.
5 walks, 10 strikeouts. Acorn, 2 of those 10 Ks. Strike 1.
First pitch strikes, Mike.
Again, best pitch you can ever throw.
Yep.
I would not even care.
Now, Mike, that is a balk. He does not step back off. He just turns.
I'm with you there, but
That is a balk.
I still want to abolish the balk. That's a breaking ball hit to shortstop. Good snag there by the shortstop. Cormier, the throw to first, probably should have been held onto by the second baseman. Ball gets by. And so the runner out at second on the force, and getting to second base is Acorn. 1 out as Barron is forced on a fielder's choice. Acorn is on. And here is Ty Bernier. Ty today grounded to second, fly to right, and singled. He's 1 out of 3. Got a runner at second. Swing and a miss right through a good fastball, 0-1.
Didn't miss that by much. Softball beat us, Mike.
They did.
Yep.
Well, that's not unusual. The
No.
0-1. Breaking ball is low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. I don't have a score.
No, I was
The
looking
scoreboard's going a little wacky over there.
pretty competitive, what I saw.
1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball popped up. Play for the shortstop. Cormier, edge of the grass.
Uh-oh.
And then the wind takes it, and it falls in. No infield fly rule, John?
There was runner at second base. That
Yeah,
could be
okay.
runners at first and second.
All right.
Or first, second, and third. And any ball easily handled by the shortstop. I would not have called that. That ball's the left fielder's.
That's going to be it.
Wow.
And Wilkins,
We can close the door.
after giving up a walk and an error, a pop fly, maybe pitch count comes into play.
Not sure.
Anyway, Wilkins will not finish what he started, and coming on to pitch for Mount Blue is Jacob Martin. So Martin will try to finish this off. He needs 2 outs.
And Wilkins will be responsible for both runners on his book.
So Wilkins ends up going 6 1/3. So 6 1/3. No runs so far. As John just said, he's responsible for 2 base runners.
Yep.
Yeah, the first 2 warm-up pitches by Martin, not real impressive. He's kind of a sidewinder. That one was better. So they'll get a different look. Much smaller pitcher is Jacob Martin. Throws hard.
Yes, he does.
Yep. He throws hard. So good fastball for Martin. So after the error, it's Dennis Martin who he's going to face first. So he's got his hands full right out of the gate. 1 out when Martin steps in to face Martin. And a runner on second. And Denny has been bottled up today. He has walked, been called out on strikes, and grounded to second.
I'm feeling rip coming
You
up.
are?
I'm feeling gapper.
Rip mode?
Yep, rip mode and gapper. We talked to Dennis's dad, who just came by.
Now,
and
did he maintain that he was a better hitter or that Junior was a better hitter?
He thinks Junior is a better hitter. I
think that's-
disagree.
I think the old man's right.
You really?
Yep.
Wow. Senior was one heck of a player.
He could swing it.
He
Good
was
athlete.
heck of
Both
goodness.
Dennis and Troy.
Oh,
wow.
yes.
Quite the tandem.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'll say as an umpire, as nice a young man as you'd ever want to see, never said boo, was super competitive, but he never said boo.
Martin family, some awful good people.
Yeah.
And I love Denny's personality. He's just a great kid.
Well, you want athletes that know how to compete, and he certainly knows how.
I also want them to know how to behave, and Denny Martin knows
Yep.
how to behave.
Yep.
He behaves like a professional.
Yes, he does.
And here he is, trying to hit like a professional now. Off Jacob Martin. So Martin on Martin here.
That's a balk. That has to be a balk. You can't start your windup and stop.
Pitches a fastball, buzzed in there for a strike, 0-1.
So, Mike, you talked about it. There was one.
I want the balk banned. You can't balk anymore.
Well, that was one, so they must have heard you.
All right, so let's keep an eye on Jacob Martin.
Okay.
He does come set.
That's okay.
That's fine. Fastball is bounced down the first base line, scooped up there by Vano. To the bag he goes, and that is out number 2.
Well, Dennis isn't going to have supper.
You think his parents are not going to feed him tonight?
Well, that's 0 for 3. He's not
Okay.
going to get fed.
All right.
Good hitters don't get fed when they go 0 for.
So
Oh, wait.
what's going on here?
Well, that's a good question. There was some concern whether or not he was safe.
Was
at
he
first.
safe?
Well, I think the coach is asking, did he come off the bag? Home plate umpire should say no.
All right, they're going to discuss it. Martin went to first.
Oh.
He's safe. So it's a base. It's a base hit, I guess, or is it an error?
No, it's an error. Pulled him off the bag.
All right.
I didn't
see a throw. I thought he went to the bag.
No, he pulled him off the bag with.
All right, so we're still just one out.
Yeah.
And now the bases are loaded. And here is Michael Acorn. That's a bounce. That is foul right in front of us. One strike.
I have seen too many high school games where a kid is a stud pitching. You take him out, you can't get anybody out.
Acorn today is fly to right, singled, and walked. Behind 0-1. Behind 0-2.
Oh.
This pitcher, Jacob Martin, kind of three-quarter, kind of comes from the side a little bit.
It's a different look,
with a
isn't it?
good fastball.
Ball's tailing in on your hands.
The 0-2. Popped up. That's going to make it out of play. Stays 0-2. Acorn will be followed by Parker Reynolds.
And again, challenging with strikes.
No balls, 2 strikes, bases full of Eagles. They're down 8-0. Swing and a foul again.
They're out of baseballs, which means if they don't get one soon, we leave.
And I will repeat what an umpire asked me not to say a number of years ago.
Wasn't me.
On the air. No, it was not you. Please don't say the umpire has no balls. That's what an umpire said to me once, so I always try to carefully phrase the umpire is not in possession of any baseballs. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
I never would have thought that. I have to tell you the truth. I would not have thought that, but you're right, Mike.
2 outs, and it all comes down to Parker Reynolds, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. 2 swinging, 1 looking. He's got the bases loaded here against a very tough pitcher in Jacob Martin.
Now, I've known umpires that didn't have balls. I'll tell you that.
Upstairs. Ball 1, I'm sure you have. I think I've seen a few or 3 along the way. 1 ball, no strikes.
Yeah, Parker Reynolds has not had a day.
No, 0 for 3.
3 strikeouts.
That one's all the way to the backstop. Messalonskee's going to score. They will not get shut out. Coming in to score is Acorn, and it is 8-1. Everybody moves up. So Acorn gets Messalonskee on the board thanks to a wild pitch.
I'm pulling for Parker to get a hit here, Mike.
Jacob Martin, ready. That's a strike. 2-1 on Parker Reynolds if he can reach Jordan Lewis on deck, the third baseman. Martin ready. Swing and a miss on a fastball down and away.
He got good movement inside, dropping down to the side.
2-2. So Messalonskee down to their last strike. Jacob Martin looks in to Ben Wrigley. To the set. The 2-2. Popped up. Should be a play on the infield.
Uh-oh.
And finally coming in and grabbing that and making the play is Gage DeCarolis. And that is it. A pop-out by Reynolds to end the ball game. And that is it for Messalonskee in the 7th inning. But the Eagles avert the shutout. They get a run in the inning. They get that run on no base hits?
No base hits.
Right, a run, no base hits. Once again, a bunch of walks, and they end up leaving 2 runners on base. Yeah. Final score in this one, Mount Blue Cougars 8, Messalonskee Eagles 1. We'll come back with the final line and our score player of the game right after this on Sports Radio 1160 WSKW, The Score.
At Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse. Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm going to be a lawyer.
Or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Looking for a way to heat your home while staying within your budget? A home heating loan from Connected Credit Union is the perfect solution. We've got you covered with an affordable way to keep warm this winter. Maybe you're thinking of purchasing a heating and cooling system or replacing your windows. Making your home more energy efficient isn't just an investment in your home, it's an investment in your lifestyle. Contact our loan team for more details or apply online at connectedcreditunion.org. Get connected, stay connected. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Membership eligibility required.
Mike Violet, John Coughlin back here post-game. Mount Blue beats Messalonskee here today by a final score of 8-1. Final line scores for Mount Blue: 8 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 4 for Messalonskee, a run. They got it in the bottom of the 7th inning. A run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 10 on base in this one, did the Messalonskee Eagles. The winning pitcher, Aiden Wilkins, who was outstanding today. I think you could go so far as to say he was dominant. He went 6 1/3, gave up 4 hits, ran into some trouble in the 7th inning. I think he was tiring. 4 hits, a run, it was earned. He walked 5 and struck out 10. No surprise whatsoever that Aiden Wilkins is, in fact, our score player of the game.
Yeah, he moved the ball around up and down. He had the great curveball, kept people off balance, and he kept the ball in play. First pitch strikes. And he always looked uncomfortable, but they couldn't rattle him.
So, as the score player of the game, that means he gets the Flagship Cinemas swag bag. He gets the CMCC swag bag. Inside that bag is a beautiful score T-shirt from Joseph's Sporting Goods in Waterville, a score player of the game keychain, 1 ticket to go to the movies, to Flagship Cinemas, consistent pricing, and a premium cinema experience on Kennedy Drive in Waterville. So congratulations to Aiden Wilkins, our score player of the game. We're back at it. We have girls lacrosse coming up on Thursday, something that you know a thing or two about.
A little bit here and there.
Because you have a granddaughter who's playing really well for Brunswick.
Who probably will get, Freeport will kill him tomorrow, so it won't be fun. Freeport's awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're the class of the state right there.
Anyway, we'll be back with girls lacrosse coming up on Thursday afternoon. Yep. It's John Bapst against the Winslow-Lawrence combo team, 4 o'clock here.
Looking forward to that.
All right, that's going to do it for us here for the Score crew. Alan Brickett, Sean Packard, who's going to run and eat right now, and for Galen Neal. I'm Mike Violet for John Coughlin, saying so long from Messalonskee High School in Oakland. Final score in this one, Mount Blue gets the win on the road. Mount Blue 8 and Messalonskee 1.
You've been watching and listening to live coverage of high school sports on the place for local sports, The Score. It's been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Mid-State Machine, 201 Service Skowhegan, Flagship Cinemas, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service in Vassalboro, Assistance Plus, Manchester Motors, Casella Waste, Computer Improvements, Height Chevrolet, Connected Credit Union, KVFCU, Skowhegan Savings Bank, Skowhegan Tire Center, KMD Driving School, Kennebec Eye Care, Danforth's Down Home Supermarket, and by SBS Carbon Copy. Remember, every game we stream live on The Score is always stored forever in the vault at centralmainsports.com and on The Score's YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. Please go and subscribe. Your team from your town plays here. Sports Radio WSKW The Score.